Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog.
It looks like Kermit the Frog. What do you think? I don't know why I got beat up when I was a kid? Hey, welcome back to Frank's Model Works. I'm Frank. Last in the series of 5 Porsches that I built for the Scale Model Car podcast, Porsche Group Build, is this GT2. Marketed on the box by Tamiya as the road version. Might seem like a little bit of a misnomer, because I don't think they made any off-road versions of the GT2. I think what they were trying to get at was that this was more of a hybrid, street strip type of vehicle. It's basically a full-on race car. It's got a roll cage. It's got the wide body kit molded into the body. They were trying to get some mileage out of the tooling. It's actually a pretty cool kit. Builds up very well. A little bit fiddly in putting together the roll cage. We didn't get into Hulk smash territory, but I could see it from where I was while I was trying to put that roll cage together. It was a little frustrating at first, and then it led to getting it together, and then having to do a little bit of touch up of the roll cage, which is all superfluous because at the end of the day you can barely. You can see that there's a roll cage inside of there, but the parts that I had to respray are up by the roof, so you can't even see them. Story of my life, kids. I painted this using Splash Paint's Viper Green. It's a very bright green, very striking in person. Hopefully it comes through over the video and in the pictures. But as always, Splash Paints, you can't go wrong with them. Not for nothing. For my model cars, I use 3 brands of paint for the bodies, and that's going to be MCW Automotive Finishes, Splash Paints, and Scale Finishes. Hands down, they're just the best for painting model car bodies. They just are. Sure, you can rattle can Tamiya cans and produce some beautiful results, absolutely, but I airbrush all of my bodies, and those 3 brands provide products that are just absolutely superb. And the clear that I use from Splash Paints is the 2K clear, phenomenal. The lacquer clear that I get from MCW is phenomenal. It actually produces a similar, when using the MCW paint with their lacquer clear. Why am I even getting into this on this video? Shut up, Frank. Just go. You're there. You're committed. You might as well go. It actually produces a very similar result as you would have gotten in the single stage paint from the factory on a 60s muscle car. So that's why it's really good. But you're doing it in a lacquer, which is not as hard to do. Lacquer tends to be a little bit easier and to my taste to get onto a model car body than enamel. Enamel, there's curing and putting it in dehydrators, and I'm cramped in pretty tight here, folks. What I'm trying to get to is that I like base coats and lacquers and 2K clear. Okay, great. Same page? Same page. Excellent. So this kit went together very well. I tried to do some detail painting. Again, like the other Tamiya kits, every single one of these Tamiya kits that I built, the 5 of them for the group build, they were all curbsides. So I didn't really have to paint an engine on any of them, which is probably why I managed to get 5 done. It was basically just painting the bodies, clear coating them, cutting and buffing them. But this is, like I said, this one's the most striking. I think it presents as well as the Boxster. The beige gray and the God's red are striking, but once you get uptight on them, you realize the nature of the kit is such that they're very simplified, almost snap together kits. So they might take a backseat to this model and the Boxster, because there's more detail there, there's more meat on the bone. You know what I mean? So what I would like to do now, if you would indulge me, I'm going to put you up there, and we're going to talk about this model, and then after that we're going to do a little slideshow, and then we're going to do a little turntable, and then I'm going to sum up, and all of it's going to be witty banter, because I'm adorable. Get up there. And here it is. The Tamiya 1/24th scale Porsche GT2 road version, which I would imagine they were trying to market this as a track and road car, you know, something that you bring to the track on the weekends. Although I can't see this being, well, maybe it would be street legal. Who knows? What do I know? I don't work for the DMV. Like I said, this is Splash Paint's Viper Green with their 2K clear. It also uses, if you look at the wheels, that's Splash Paint's BBS Gold. That is color matched to be the correct color for BBS wheels. Cool. Interior details that aren't in the body color, like the rolled cage, are in black, just a simple black. I used the kit's decals for the harnesses. A little cheesy, but, you know, the side windows are in there. You can't see that much anyway. Like all the other Porsches, there was a lot of masking and painting of trim, which I could probably do without, but I don't think they make black chrome trim anymore. And for the underneath, you know, some accent painting to get a little tonal differentiation. This color gold is actually Gaia Notes 040. It's that color. It's actually cool, pretty cool color. There's other parts that are painted this color, but they wound up getting hidden, like they're behind stuff. You can't really see them. I believe I painted the calipers and stuff like that. You really can't see it. Just to keep myself interested, added a little bit of Where Are You, Stuart Semple? Here you are. This stuff, Mira, by Stuart Semple, to replicate like little chrome bands that go around the exhaust. You see them right there? So this stuff is hideously expensive. It's like $50 for this thing. And I thought this was going to be the end-all be-all several years ago when this stuff first came out. You know, it was before Revell Chrome Spray. It is the best by far if you have to brush paint something and have it be chrome. It does pale a little bit when if you try to airbrush it. It's not the best. For as far as a spray would go, I think for now, Revell Chrome is my best option. I'm sure I'm putting multiple, all the fingerprints. But like I said, the problem with the Stuart Semple Mira is that it is hideously expensive. It does last a long time. I've had that bottle for years. It's probably going on 3 years old at this point. 2 or 3 years old. And it's got a lot left in it, but I wouldn't recommend it just on the basis of the price. If you must have it because you're gonna brush paint something chrome, then sure, go for it. You can look it up. I think it's culturehustle.com, whatever the case may be. What I would have done differently about this, and I ran out of time, is I would have made these hood pins. I would have shaved them off and made them photo etch because painting them was a little cheesy. I probably should have spent a little more time detailing this kit. It is a nice kit for a curbside. I like the way all of them present on the shelf, You know, it's just that's the thing. They're shelf models. These are 3-footers. You don't want to get in. I mean, not that there's any big boogers or anything in the paint. It's just you can't see that much. You know what I mean? The best impression that you're gonna get of this thing is, there it is. You know what I mean? So I got a couple of pictures of in progress shots and some glamour shots, and I'm gonna put those up on the screen now. And when those are done, we'll sum it up on the tripod. I'll see you there. Hold on. And there's that. Like I was saying, this was a fairly easy kit to put together, with the exception of the roll cage. What I can impart to you, even with a curbside, have a plan. Like, just know first off, in most cases, if you want to produce a fairly respectable finish on your model car body, it requires careful preparation. You got to remove your mold separation lines. You got to dig out your panel lines, deepen them so that they appear real. You know, if they're too shallow, then you could tell that you're just looking at an engraving on a static piece of plastic. So careful preparation of the body before primer, then the application of your base coat, whatever it may be, lacquer, enamel, clear coat, lacquer, enamel, or base coat, is key. I do have a tutorial on that that's ongoing elsewhere on the channel. I'm actually up to bare metal foil, so all the body prep and paint and stuff like that, that's all been done. It's in there. Look for it. Check it out. More of this entertainment. So be sure to check that out. But when you want to produce really good results on your model car, the late Don Yost said it best when he said, your paint finish on your body is 70% of your success as a model car builder. Particularly if you enter contests. I think he was more speaking about entering a contest as far as the judging goes. And he's 100% right. The modeling community's worse off not having him around anymore, and I hope he rests in peace. He was a very nice man. But whenever you're taking on projects, your body is what you gotta really pay attention to, and you gotta prepare it, finish it properly, polish it, make it look as good as you can, because that's what brings people in. You know, color choice, boom, that's gonna stand out on the table. So, this being the last of the Porsches that were part of the Scale Model Car Podcast 2024 second annual Porsche group build, I just want to take this opportunity to thank the guys, Jason, Chuck, Brian, and Matt, for sponsoring and hosting the group build. I want to apologize for not getting my entries in on time, but you know, there are circumstances beyond my control. And I hope you do it next year. I have a lot of Porsche colors, and I have several Porsche kits. So keep doing it. And for you, I appreciate you coming along for the ride. You know, I started these things back in, I think, the end of May, beginning of June, and it's been a hell of a ride. We're almost at the end of the year already. These things were due at the end of September. They've been done for an appreciable amount of time. It's just, you know, I couldn't make the videos. So, but I appreciate you coming along. That said, as always, I got Frizzo's back. I appreciate your support. And if you could, help me build the momentum that I had before I got hurt. I was moving pretty quick. I had a lot of momentum behind me. I lost that. It came to a grinding halt after I stopped putting out content. So I'd like to start building that up again. So if you could, comment, like, share, subscribe. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please do. It's free. And it bears with it the promise of seeing more of me. So, until we speak again, my friends, take care of yourselves and be well.